1, 2, 3. Ready?
No.
Okay.
Here we go. Maybe we're really
Okay.
big and strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah. I was looking here and there.
I thought you were gonna lead it off. Okay.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another video. So today's video is about my simulator session. This is my first simulator session in twin engine airplane sim, which is Seminole. And yeah, it's nighttime, as you can see, and it is around 9 o'clock. So I have like 2 hours of sim session, and after that I'll be done for the day. Also, it is super cold outside, so let's get into the sim building. So that is the operations building just right behind me, and we are right now just outside of the sim building, so let's get in. So it's nice and warm inside, and if you haven't checked my video of tour of my flight school, please do check out that video. I've shown simulators for Cessna 172, and it is in the same building, so please go check out if you want some more information about my flight school. Also, before watching that video, please do subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss any of my new videos. Here we are outside the ADD sim, which is for Seminole, so let's check it out. So guys, we are in the sim building, and here is a simulator for Seminole, which is a multi-engine plane. So that is a multi-engine sim just behind us, and today we have a special guest in our video. So he is my instructor for commercial multi add-on course, and I'm again very thankful and very happy that I got him as my instructor, because he is one of the best instructors at L3. So I would like him introduce to you guys.
Hi guys, my name's Matt. I've been an instructor at L3 for a little over a year and a half. I've been teaching multi now for almost a year. I mainly teach multi and kind of teach multi, instrument, and go like that. So as he said, today we are going to be working in the sim. I'm going to be introducing some single engine instrument approaches to him. So we're going to go over that. We're going to visit different airports, go over different scenarios, and just kind of get him ready so that if this does occur in real life, he's well prepared and can handle it.
Yeah. So today's lesson is all about single engine approaches, and also some maneuvers that we'll be revising that we did in our last flight. So that's it for today's lesson, right?
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah. So
Shoot some approaches and have some fun.
Yeah, I'm very excited for single engine instrument approach, because usually when you do single engine approaches, you need a lot of rudder pressure. So I know very well, because he sometimes do add gust in between, right?
Yeah. Today we might do about 25 knots of gust to give him a little bit of excitement, see how strong his legs really are.
Yeah, so it will be a good workout for my legs, and you guys are going to enjoy our today's lesson. So without further ado, let's get started.
Let's do it.
So we're showing normal heading and bearing.
If you're doing an approach like this and you don't have a final approach fix, just make one up for yourself, right? So if you, usually it's 6 miles. So if you're once you're 6 miles from the runway, Then we'll call that our before landing checklist time, and you can put your gear down, okay?
Yeah. So now I am done with 1 minute, and I'll turn towards my another heading, which is 333. I'll maintain airspeed 88 knots, directional control, mixture, prop, throttle full forward, left leg is dead, so left engine is failed. I'm verifying left engine failed. I'll feather left engine,
Check
feather,
gear.
and now the verify mixture I will cut off for left engine, and I'll do single engine landing on runway. Checklist verified.
Awesome, man. Good job.
Yeah. Clear to land?
Clear to land.
Okay. Now I'll put flaps. First power.
Are you gonna make it to the runway from right here?
Yeah.
100% sure?
Yeah.
Alright, let's find out. What's the spot set?
No. 95.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay. And you're gonna hit the 1,000-footer? Oh, man, that's perfect right there. Ooh, boy.
Yeah. That was really nice.
Alright, you can go ahead and come to a complete stop.
So guys, that was a long lesson. I'm very happy that I finished this lesson, right?
Yeah.
And I did all the approaches. So first I would like to tell you, we went to Melbourne, we did VOR approach, we did whole procedure turn, and we landed on runway 27 left. So it was a single engine approach. Then we did one more approach in Titusville, which was an approach for runway 36, and we did circle to land on runway 9er, and it was single engine as well. And the last approach was at our home base, which is Sanford, and we did ILS single engine approach in Sanford. So that was our last approach, and we also did a couple of maneuvers.
Yeah,
And
some failures and stuff like that.
failures and stuff. So it was a pretty good lesson, and there was a lot more things to learn because this was my first time doing single engine approaches in sim.
So after shooting all those approaches, how do your legs feel?
My legs are feeling pretty well. It feels like I just did my workout in gym and I came back. So it feels like you're doing a leg press, because he was failing my left engine in one approach, right engine in other approach, so I got workout for my both the legs. It was really nice. And what gust you had?
We were at 25, and for the last one we went up to 30.
Oh, so it felt like, yeah, I just did my workout, and it was really nice. It's been like a few days I haven't did my leg workouts. It was my leg day today. Yeah, so that was nice.
That's good.
Yeah. So, and I think in the airplane we don't need that much rudder, right?
No, it's definitely worse than the sim. That way you get used to it in here, then you go into the plane, and it's easier in the plane, which is what we want. We want it to be easier than what you're used to, so that works out.
So now I would like to know from my instructor, how was my today's performance?
Not good enough.
Oh, really?
Alright, jokes aside, you did very, very well today. You maintained checklist at all times, which you know is super important, especially in the multi-engine.
Right.
You briefed all your approaches, you stayed ahead of the aircraft. That's a very common thing in the multi-engine, is you have a lot more to worry about, so people kind of fall behind the airplane, and then you're just struggling to catch back up. So you did a fantastic job of staying ahead, knowing what you needed to do, and you got it done. Your CDI got away from you a little bit one time.
Yeah, that one once. But then, at that time I was noticing, like, which engine is failing? Then I had to look at the RPM and I messed a little bit.
Yeah,
But
so
then,
it's good practice for that.
Yeah, that was
Seeing
really
how hard
nice.
it is to kind of tell what engine is actually failed.
Exactly.
And trust in what
Because
we
your
teach.
propeller keeps on spinning, so you have to look at your RPM and exactly have to check which engine has failed. So that was really nice. But then I'm sure I'll be doing well in airplane tomorrow, the actual flight.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing the actual flight, we'll be doing the same thing we just did, but for real this time.
That's a good practice.
Oh yeah.
So that was all about today's lesson. And now I would like Matt give you some more tips for your multi-engine training.
Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys 5 fantastic tips for multi-engine flying. Tip 1 is going to be checklist. So this course is the last course that he's going to do before he goes and flies the Airbuses and the Boeings and the big boys. So we're super big and super important on checklists. It's going to be the same procedures in the airlines. So we like to build the habit now. For every phase of flight, there is a checklist. So sometimes you get a little busy and you forget about the checklist, but we try and reinforce the importance of making sure checklist, and then we complete them properly and always verify.
Right. So initially, when we start flying, it's very easy to forget the checklist. Mainly the descent, cruise, and climb. Climb you do very well because it's immediate after you climb, but then you forget doing descent and cruise checklist. But they are also important because when you fly multi, you have like fuel pumps, which you have to keep track of.
Fuel pumps and your landing gear.
Yeah, make sure you do everything on time and when it is needed. So checklist is very important. So what is the second tip you would like to give?
Second tip is going to be procedures. Here at L3 they make it very easy on you guys. You know, we have our stance manual where they have all the procedures listed in a step-by-step basis. So it's a good thing to kind of get into before we get to this point where we're actually going to do them. So you tell me, how did the procedures work out for you? Made it a little bit easier, right?
Yeah, so the procedures are really easy because you get a detailed information in stance manual. Also, you have like a paragraph to read before each maneuver, and after that you have visual idea of that maneuver. There is a diagram in it, so which makes you understand the maneuver very easy.
Alright, so the third tip I'd like to talk to you guys about is keeping your eyes moving. So as you go through instrument training, your CFII will talk to you about how important it is to keep your eyes moving and stop fixation from happening before it ever begins, because fixation leads to a whole bunch of errors that we just can't have happen in the airplane. So today we kind of worked on that, because now in the multi-engine there's even more things that you have to keep your eyes on, and you did a really good job with that. Not fixating on just your altitude or in your heading. You were constantly looking at everything, so that's good.
Thank you.
Alright, so the fourth tip that we're going to go over today for you guys is going to be staying ahead of the airplane. So in these faster airplanes, it's very easy for someone that's new to flying it to kind of get behind the airplane, fall behind on checklists and all the other 3 things that we've talked about. And in that case, when that happens, you're going to have ATC talking to you, and then you're just going to feel even more stressed, more anxious, and you're going to start creating a lot of errors. So the biggest tip that I can give to you guys is to stay ahead of the airplane. Always be asking yourself, what can I do right now? And then complete it before you need to do it, so that when you need it, it's already done, and you can go on to something else to help continue that trend of staying well ahead of the aircraft and being ready.
Right. That was a really important tip, and you guys will know it once you start flying. So now comes 5th and most important tip.
Have fun.
Yeah, which is most important, and during multi, you guys are really gonna enjoy, because this is the time when you fly a new plane, and it is a twin engine, so double fun.
That's good. Double fun.
So don't forget to have fun in your training.
Alright guys, thanks for tuning in today. On the next video, you can catch us doing everything that we practiced here in the sim, but in the plane where we're going to do it for real, in a live action situation with ATC, and on a real instrument flight plan.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. I'm eagerly waiting for my tomorrow's flight so that I can take you guys with us, and we will show you how everything takes place in the real environment.
Let's do it.
So guys, that's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed our today's lesson and all the tips, and those tips are going to be very useful in your flight training, right?
Yes, they will.
So as Matt said, we'll be taking you guys in flight tomorrow, so that video will be out soon, so make sure you don't miss that, and for that you'll have to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any questions, do comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So before ending today's video, I would like to thank Matt for his time. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, no problem.
It was really good lesson.
Yeah, it was a fantastic lesson. Thanks for having me come on today and join your show. It was a good time.
You're most welcome, and I'm sure they're excited to see you again in the next video.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Lots of love.
Now we gotta do our gangster one.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
No, let's do gangster style.
Yeah. Oh wait, this way.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, wait.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Lots
of love.
Oh wait, my hand was opposite. Yeah, again.
We're doing left hand, right?
Yeah,
left hand.
left.
Okay. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Lots of love.
You do like this or like this?
I was doing this.
Oh, okay.
You doing 2 fingers?
I was doing 2 fingers, but then we can do this.
You want to do full hand?
Yeah, let's do full hand.
No, we're gangster. We should do.
Oh, we should do 2 fingers.
Yeah,
that's right.
you're right.
Lots of
love.